Alright, hi guys. So let's get on into it. What I'm doing right now is applying this spackle primer on my face. And while I'm mushing my face around, I just wanted to thank you guys for welcoming me on my channel for my very first video. I appreciate you all so very much. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into what I'm doing. So that spackle primer I picked up, I'm not sure where, but it's pretty cool. I like it. It's very light on your skin, and I have pretty oily skin, so it's pretty cool to have something I can put on there that doesn't add excess oils. It dries up pretty fast and pretty clear, as you can see. Well, I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty good. I like it. So right now I'm applying the Shape Tape Concealer. I'm kind of new to the whole Shape Tape Concealer situation just because, so many people talked about it for so long, and I was like, it's not that great. Wrong. It is that great. I love it. So I'm just using it to go in and cover some dark spots. I have just like a whole bunch of marks and stuff, like acne, things like that. So, it kind of helps to go over it a little bit with some of that. And this is my makeup sponge. I want to say beauty blender so bad because that's what I'm used to, but that is not a beauty blender. It's my little Walmart version, but I love it all the same. And I usually put this on before I put on my foundation just to kind of help even out my skin a little bit. All right, that is my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation. I am obsessed with it. They actually reformulated it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to love it, but I love it. It's awesome. So now I'm just going ahead and building up the coverage on that Matte Velvet Foundation. It's super buildable, which I like, but I like my skin to be able to breathe, so I only put on a few layers, just enough for you to, kind of see some coverage, and then I'm done with it. As I was saying, I have pretty oily skin, so I try to make sure I'm not adding to that. And then I'm getting around my eyelids because I have, like, everyone has a thing about them that like bothers them, and my thing is the veins in my eyelids. I wake up and I'm like, why are these giant veins in my eyelids? And I feel like no one else sees them but me, which makes me feel crazy. But even with a basic makeup look like what we're doing today, which is going to be the most basic makeup you will probably see on my channel because I'm usually pretty crazy with it. I like for my eyelids to be like concealed and stuff too, just so I can't see those veins in my eyelids that I'm probably making up in my head. Okay, so that is my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I usually try to vary between higher end products and uh like CVS like brand products. I like them both, and sometimes I mix and match them. I will probably at some point on this channel do a nice little haul for you guys of my favorite like um I don't know why I can't talk. Okay, I was trying to say drugstore, my favorite drugstore brands of makeup. Um, y'all gonna have to bear with me. And so at this point, I'm just looking crazy, trying to figure out. There it is, my Jaclyn Hill palette. So what I'm gonna do right here is I'm going to add like just some brown to my lids, just the closest color I can find to my skin tone, just because, as I expressed to y'all, I'm kind of displeased with the veins in my eye, lids. So I try to even that out, especially when I'm not doing a look that involves like a bunch of colors or really anything on my lids. I want to make sure that I have a nice even tone on my lids. So I'm just buffing that out, just making sure it got a nice even layer. Okay, so what I'm pretty much showing y'all there is that I'm about to go in with that handy dandy tart shape tip concealer just underneath my eyelids and stuff like that. Um, I'm definitely looking a little bit more sleepy lately than usual. So I'll just go ahead and put that in. I also put it in over my forehead and like I guess the bridge of my nose is what that would be called. Just for, just to lighten up those areas and to conceal those areas. And then I'm also going to go in with a darker concealer to kind of start out that contour. So there that is, the Revlon Color Stay. It is literally almost the same color as my skin if you look closely, but it does kind of give it like a starting process for it, and then I go in with the powder afterwards to just kind of seal it up. Mind you, these are all terms that I just made up in my head, so I'm not sure if these are the real terms. So I just sped it up a little bit just because all I'm doing is just going ahead and putting that in with my makeup sponge, and I think y'all want to watch me doing that for like 7 minutes. Okay, so that is my contour brush, and I'm going to go in with some powder from, it's a Profusion contour kit, just to give it a nice seal on that cream contour that I had started. And that kit is actually pretty neat because it comes with highlight too. I just don't ever use it, but it's pretty cool. I just have other highlights I prefer over those. But if you actually want to look it up and get it, I got it off Amazon and it comes with them. That is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I swear by this setting powder. I really do. It's about $20. It's another one of my Amazon finds. I'm sure you can get it from somewhere else, but I don't know if it would still be $20. I've been using that, not that specific one, but that brand for about 4 years, and I want to say it's probably the second one I purchased. And so right now I'm still just applying that Sacha setting powder under both my eyes and parts of my forehead, the bridge of my nose. We decided that's what it is, even if it's not, because I said so. And a little bit in this area. I don't know why I do this. I really don't. But I think it makes my contour look a little bit more like contoured, if you will say. So that is one of my fluffiest brushes. Excuse me, randomly dancing again. I usually use that to get off the excess powder. I'm obsessed with this brush because it feels like heaven. I probably got it from Amazon too, but it feels so, 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 so good. So I just am enjoying this time where I'm just getting this powder off my face. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara to this everyday look. That is my Marc Jacobs mascara. I do like it. a lot. And after that, I'm going to add this Anastasia's highlight and my Urban Decay setting spray. Do not get it twisted. Typically, I would use like a NYX setting spray, which is only like a few dollars. I happened to go into Ulta and I, for some reason, couldn't find the NYX section. Like there isn't a giant one with signs. I don't know. So I just picked up that Urban Decay setting spray, and I went ahead and sprayed it on a brush just to add it on top of my highlight so that it could, give it that extra pop, which is a little trick that I'm sure you've seen most beauty YouTubers use. I am obsessed with highlight. I love it. I would highlight my whole face if I could. But the thing is that sometimes when you add the highlight initially, it comes off kind of patchy. So what I like to do is, so I'm not wearing a giant patch of highlight on my face, is to go back in and kind of blend it out a little bit so that it's like a nice burst of highlight and not just a patch just sitting on my face, which is kind of crazy. So now what I'm going to do is put a little bit of that highlight on my brow bone. Um, I do that just because I really like the effect of having that extra pop right there too. Just especially with an everyday face, this is the most like chill makeup you'll ever see me do. So when I do it, I kind of turn it up a little bit. So that little extra highlight underneath that brow does a lot for me. I don't know why, but it does. I'm searching for something and I don't know what it is. Tends to strange faces. Oh, okay, so that butter gloss, that NYX butter gloss, is one of my favorites too. I use it because I have like a darker tone on my lips. So when I'm putting on makeup, sometimes I don't know, it looks kind of weird to me. So what I like to do is, use that butter gloss and put that on top. And I typically wouldn't go for a gloss because I like matte things, but it does it for me. And then that NYX liquid suede, I think the color is Sandstorm, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so after we apply this little extra bit of the NYX Liquid Suede Sandstorm, that is pretty much it. We have a finished look. I just spray on some of that Urban Decay setting spray, in which I'm going to go crazy with because I need a good set. There we go. Faces and all. Yes. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and provide you guys with a few photos of the finished look just because I know the lighting wasn't that great in the area that I was in. So here you go, guys. And thank you so much for joining me today. Come see me again on my channel. Thank you.